Good afternoon. I'm going to be attempting the Micropipetting Solutions Lab. So I've read all of this, the context on how to use a micropipette and the materials. So I'm going to start with the predictions. During this simulation, you will be dispensing different volumes of liquid red dye without micropipetting onto a blotting paper. How do you think the different volumes will influence the size red circles expecting you to blotting paper? Many predictions here. Estimate the size. So if this is 10, I'm gonna say it's about twice the size of 10. Yeah. About this big, and 15. Be like this. 10 is like this. 20 would be like this. 15. 15 would be like that. 7.5 would be like that. And 2 would be like that. Yeah, because 10 looks small, so 7.5 would look less like that. 15, double of this. Actually, it looks, yeah, sort of like that. And 20. Bit bigger. Yeah, like that. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna start the protocol. Select the P20 micropipette. Hint volumes are in microliters. Okay. Gotta change the volume to 20. Yep. Never set a micropipette to volume above or below. Yep, another hint. I gotta select the 20 tips. You can add tips. Yep, another hint. Attach a tip is always important to close them. Yep. Now, next. Select the red dye, open it. Always try to place a tip above the solution. Yep, another tip. I'm here. First stop. Always close the lids. Yeah, I'm closing it. Then move the micropipette to circle A. Yep, and dispense red dye by holding the plunger to the second stop. Move the micropipette over the trash can and inject the tip. I'm gonna do that. And put it back on the rack. Always place micropipette. Yep, another tip. You can change the volume on the micropipette. Yep. In circle B on the blank paper, follow the same with 15 microliters. Okay, I'm gonna change this to 15. Yep. So it's a hustle. I'm gonna put a tip, open the red dye. All right, and then to the first stop. I've got some red dye. I'm gonna eject it on B and then eject tip again. Now it says C for 7.5. So I'm gonna, yep, 7.5. Attach a tip. I'm gonna go to the red dye. Okay, I have the dye here. I'm gonna go to C, press it twice. Gotta dump the tip. Now it says 2 microliters. Yep. Open the tip box, another tip, close it. Got the red dye. Extract to the first stop. Close it. Put it here. Eject it. And then dump the tip. Put it back. Yeah, that's basically it. Now, results. Look at the relative size difference between your micropipette circles. You should be able to see the accuracy of the liquids transferred. Compare results with ideal results. If the size of the circle matches the circle idea, if they don't match your pipette, too much or too little. So these are the predicted results, what I said they would look like. And the actual results, they're all correct, it seems. Based on the volumes I pipetted, are all correct to the ones I predicted. So that's good to see, good to see. The ideal results, these are the sizes you would expect to see if you pipetted correct volumes, okay, which I did because it says correct. That's good. Which part of procedure thing had the greatest impact on the results obtained? Well, I'd say the proper use of the micropipette and the adjustment on the amount of microliters. Yeah, otherwise my results would have been wrong. Let's look at what you learned from the simulation. Please click on your answer to each of the following questions. What do you think is the main purpose of the simulation? To learn about the different equipment you will encounter in the lab, to familiarize yourself with proper lab etiquette, to learn the correct way to handle a micropipette. Yeah, it's this one because this is, I'm learning about micropipettes. This is way more specific than these other two. So yeah, it's correct. Question number 2. Why is it important to push the plunger on the first stop when drying up liquid? If you go to the second stop, it will blow air bubbles into the sample. If you go to the second stop, it will measure too much liquid. If you go going to the first stop prevents you from measuring too little liquid. Well, if you go to the second stop, you will obviously measure too much liquid than rather than just stopping at the first. So I believe it's this. Yep. If you go to the second step, you will measure too much liquid from what you already have set. If the window on a P20, the one I used, displays the numbers 155 from the top of the bottom, what volume will be measured? Well, this is 15.5, this is 20, so 15.20 microliters, 15.5, my bad. Yep, 15.5. What is the main purpose of disposable tips on a micropipette? It prevents contamination between samples to reach into small tubes to make the micropipettes measure. Well, it's mostly for preventing cross-contamination, so I believe it's this. Yep, it was that. Feedback question. How confident do you feel about the technique you learned? I feel very confident because I managed to do it rather easily. So yeah, seems I got all the questions correct in my reflection. Yep. Learning how to handle a micropipette. If you go to the second step, we measure too much liquid. It's 15.5 microliters since the decimal will be here because it's 120 microliters the max. Main purpose is to prevent cross-contamination and the feedback question. So let's submit it. Oh yeah, let's submit it. And yeah, that's it. That's it for this lab, and this summary will remain for me to read on my own. So it was very nice doing this lab. Thank you very much.